And we are back live, just like that. And Todd had you didn't have no faith we were going to get this done. All right, so we just got done with the 7 and 8-year-old game, and here we are at the 11 and 12-year-old game. We had just set up in 10 minutes from going from the other pod to this pod, and we're rocking and rolling, Todd.
Does that mean practice makes perfect?
I guess it means practice makes perfect.
How's our signal on the Starlink?
Everything looks good. Everything looks good. So we are still setting up. I did not get the batting lineups for the teams yet. Yes, you're right. Chauffeur service. Mr. Marler's son came and helped us out. Gave us a chauffeur service back over to this pod. Let me get the batting lineups from these guys. I do not have it yet. So here we go. Colin Johnson is pitching for Eastbank. Now coming to bat for Sulphur, their leadoff hitter. I don't know who it is. Colin Johnson starts with a strike right there in the middle. Their leadoff hitter, he's getting after it and swinging right away.
Can tap on that line.
All right, here we go. No scoreboard, Todd. What's up with the scoreboard? Ball inside.
We need the scoreboard. That helps me out, Coach.
All right. So we are at top of the first. Eastbank Little League's playing Sulphur in an elimination game. We lost at Sulphur last night, 3-2 to Lafayette.
Slow roll to the pitcher. The first.
Nice play by Todd. Come stand over here, please. We got to stand next to each other so we can hear. So I'm not sure what batter that was, but this is the second hole hitter for Sulphur. Yeah, we got in a tough position. Normally we'd be getting here about 2 hours ahead of time to set up to make sure we're not in anybody's way, but unfortunately we're in some people's way today, Todd.
I apologize about that. This is about the only angle we can catch this game.
Yeah. Sulphur lost their opening game to Ascension Parish. I think the score ended up being 11-2.
Yeah, 11-2.
But it was a close game throughout. AP opened it up late. It was 2-0 going into the third inning in that game. We just saw Wayne Grinfeld. He's the president for Ascension Parish. He said that the game, he said that Sulphur is a very aggressive team. They're
well, he said very, very disciplined, scrappy. And we'll fight to the final out.
Yeah, he said scrappy. That's right. Nice pitch, nice curveball for the strikeout.
All right, 2 quick outs.
And that's what we need, all right? We're in a situation, we've got to win 5 games in a row. And we're in a situation where we need to save pitching as much as possible.
Well, there's no doubt. That's the most important. Well, most important thing is come out with a W. How
need to win first, yeah. Third hitter up for Sulphur. And I'm eventually get their lineup so I can at least say their names. I just don't have it right now. Got an 0-1 count. That's going to be a foul ball. Hey,
I'll tell you what.
What's wrong with the scoreboard? Oh. Well, something's busted? The controlling pad is busted, so we're not going to have a scoreboard. That's going to make it even more difficult.
So Eastbank's pitcher is absolutely filling up the strike zone right now. Is what we need.
Y'all want to take a picture of Sulphur's lineup?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. I need first and last names, though. What a pitch. Wow. Great job by the catcher. All right. That's what we needed. We needed that
1, 2,
more
3.
than you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
A quick 1, 2, 3 inning.
Yeah.
Get out of that.
Not only from a pitch count standpoint, Scott, but just from a mental standpoint.
That's what I mean by a mental standpoint, yeah.
I mean, yesterday we come into the game, struggled in the first inning, go down 2-0. Really great to see a 0-0 ball game after the top of the inning, top of the first.
All right. Hopefully we're going off without a hitch here. Seems to be working. Hey, we're getting pretty good at this as far as setting it up.
We absolutely are.
Like I said, we just literally ran from the end of an incredible 7 and 8 game to get set up over here. Fortunately, we had some nice people from Sulphur give us an opportunity to set up in front of them.
And I do not know why I ever doubt you, Coach. I had
because I'm wrong a lot of times. That's why.
You never let me know that ever.
Hey, this kid's got good velocity throwing.
So is this the pitcher that
I have
started
no
against
idea.
Ascension Parish?
It's got to be. Did he start the other day against Ascension? No, so he did not start the other day against Ascension. Did he come in and pitch at all? We're going to be leaning on these people, these nice parents sitting next to us, get some info on Sulphur. Now,
You got something to write in, which is right there.
you got a pen, or you want to use
I
mine?
need a pen.
So just 1 through 12 right there. First and last name, if you don't mind. I don't even have our batting lineup, Ty. But we know this is Spencer Curl batting.
Yep, Spencer Curl, took a pitch to end the game last night. Everybody thought it was inside, but we can't complain about that.
Yeah, tough call. Tough call. All right, here we go. Bottom of the first, 0-0. Coach Leday did say that there was 6 occasions we missed signs yesterday.
6.
6.
How does that happen?
Can happen. But it did. And you look at situations in a game like yesterday, and we talked about this, there was a lot of close plays both ways.
Yeah.
And it's just a couple here or there that make that determination between 3-2 one way and 3-2 another way.
That's
you have
right.
2 good teams battling it out,
Yep.
and that's what happens, right?
Yeah, for sure. Can't have 6 missed signs.
Now, one thing, that was a nice curveball. So, again, scoreboard's not working. We're going to do the best we can here. I think the count's 1 and 2. We got to really pay attention today, Todd. That ball's up. Good velocity from what we can see from here. You agree?
He's got a live arm for sure. Need to see a little bit more to see his curveball and change up, but nice live arm.
And when you watch the games,
Oh, we popped it up.
that's gonna be a tough play. And he made it
Nice
with
play by the
ease.
catcher.
He made it with ease.
Yes, he did.
That's a really nice play by the catcher. Those are tough plays. Look, we're playing a scrappy team. One of the things I wanted to look up, I know Sulphur finally got over the hump. Thank you. I know Sulphur finally got over the hump and beat Barb in the semis to go to the state championship game this year, but I believe they lost to Live Oak in the state championship
Okay,
game.
but we're talking, that's high school baseball,
But
right?
the Sulphur High School.
Yeah.
Point is, these kids come
Yeah.
from an area
Yeah.
of serious baseball.
Yeah, they do.
And Barb is always known as one of those perennial national powers.
Yeah. And you always look at, we call it the eyeball test when you walk up to a field. Sulphur's got it.
They do have it. Yeah, good-looking ball players.
And
That's a strike 3. Oh, no, up. Strike 1, I'm sorry.
and I'm a big fan of the blue and white.
Okay, now batting is the pitcher. For Eastbank.
That could be
deep.
trouble down the right field line.
Foul ball. Just foul. That ball was deep the other way.
Yes, it was.
So Colin Johnson batting, he's got 2 strikes on him here. Bear with me as I'm still trying to get our lineups written down. Hey, hanging in there. Hey, do me a favor.
This is our pitcher up the bat.
Hold this right. One thing I've seen with this kid so far, it doesn't look like his curveball or slider is all that good. He hasn't shown it yet. Not like what we saw yesterday with all of the guys. But
All right, little looper to the second baseman. Easy out. So 2 down. 2 down for Eastbank.
now batting is Cristiano Wyndham.
Bottom of the first, we don't have any score yet. Hopefully Mr. Wyndham can get into one. He did win the home run derby contest yesterday.
But that fence was also at 175.
But he did win the home run derby contest.
He did win. But these are, you touched on it yesterday. These fences are deep.
They are.
And we can only recall one home run being hit out of here.
And it was on this exact field we're watching right now. Kid from South Lake Charles hit one against us in 2021, and it landed in the parking lot. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. With a Little League bat.
Luckily, we did end up coming back and winning that game.
I think we ended up destroying them, actually, like 9-2, but it was 3-2 at the time.
Yep.
Again, like you said, this is the bottom of the first. Game just underway. No score. And that's just foul too. So there you go. Look, you have Colin Johnson hits a shot, just foul. And then that ball just foul. I mean, that's two plays early on. You would really like to have those, especially in this game, coming off of a loss, elimination, playing against a tough team. And you know this team's going to fight you. It's not going to be easy.
You know as well as anybody, you build some momentum in these state tournaments, and then you get on a roll. But it's all about confidence.
All right, guess what? We got a scoreboard again, Todd.
Oh, thank you, Michael Marler.
Okay, so now we'll have the count and everything. So we got a 2-2 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Cristiano Wyndham is up. That's inside low. All right, full count.
All right, it looks like he's having a little bit of control problems, but you know, we need to work this pitch. Need base runners.
All right.
Nice pitch on the outside corner. 3 up, 3
1, 2,
down.
3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. No hits, no runs, no errors. Nobody left on base after 1 inning of play. Sulphur 0, Eastbank 0. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Supreme Toyota and Hammond. They have made this possible to be able to live stream this back to you guys back at home and to anybody else watching around the country. You're getting a little taste of Little League in the state of Louisiana. Doesn't get much better than this. Todd and I were touching earlier in the 7 and 8 game how we've both seen the level of play, the level of competition rise over the last few years here in the state of Louisiana with Little League throughout the state. Wouldn't you agree, Todd?
Yeah, you know, when you started this program in 2014, I'm not sure how many teams were actually playing around us. Maybe only one. We had one in our district, Bogalusa. Now what do we have, 4 or 5?
Well, with G&O having 2 different divisions, and then you have the Denham Springs Little League has come about.
Okay. You got
so it'd be 6.
Yeah. So it's definitely growing in our area, and it was a long time coming. And frankly, we owe it a lot to you, Scott.
Nah, that's not true.
Well, success brings a level of interest. Let's just say that.
Now batting in the top of the second for Sulphur is Owen Trahan. I wonder how many of these kids have older brothers that have been through their program here in Sulphur and, through the high school program at Sulphur.
Yeah.
Which, again, the whole success breeds success thing, right?
Yeah.
Confidence and all that kind of stuff going into these games. And, the first time, I think it was the first time we ever played Sulphur was in a state championship game in 2022.
Okay, and, that was a fairly tight game.
Very tight game. We did a delay steal to third base. Pitcher threw it away.
Yeah.
And allowed us to score. And it was a big run in that spot in the game. That was Owen Chipolis, who could run like a deer. Ball hit the shortstop to Palermo. Nice throw. Nice catch.
Nice
first.
play.
Nice play.
He had to move a little bit over at shortstop, not necessarily in a deep hole, but he did set his feet and throw a strike to first base. Great play.
And that's exactly what I was going to say is he set his feet and made a nice throw.
Yeah.
He took his time. He didn't try to throw, off balance or anything like that. He set his feet and made a nice throw.
Didn't rush it.
Now batting is Tice Murphy for Sulphur. The first three batters for Sulphur that I missed was Jace Murray, Cole Quain, and Kaysen Coleman. Those are the first three batters in the first inning that I didn't have their lineup, so unfortunately I didn't announce their name. Ball's a little outside.
One of the things our pitcher is doing is getting ahead in the count early on.
For an 11-year-old,
Yeah.
have you ever seen a kid
No.
with such presence on the mound and Colin Johnson?
He looks totally unbothered.
Now, Brock Bullinger also had a
Another
great
one,
demeanor,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, he
As an
did.
11-year-old kid.
Well, he was trained very well. His dad was in the major leagues.
Murphy down on strikes. So 2 away here in the top of the second inning.
Now batting 27, Ricky Landry.
So hopefully we'll get an update of our 9-year-old game. They're playing against Lafayette. They were in the field behind us. When we left, I think the score was 4-3. We were up. Now batting for Sulphur is Riggins Landry. Ooh, maybe a little up. Good pitch, but I guess a tad up right there. 1-0 count. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Ball's up 2. All right, bring it down a hair. I don't know if we've got any other teams playing in this pod around us, Todd. The 11s don't play till tomorrow. I don't see any Eastbank teams around here. I'm trying to think who else still playing today. The 10's already won.
I think that might be it.
T-ball lost. They're out.
We got a 2-1 count.
That's
All
going
right,
to fly
shall
by
we?
right field.
And he battled that sun. The sun's right in the eyes. He did a good job on that play.
All right, so another 3 up, 3 down. That's 6 batters up, 6 batters down for Colin Johnson. So we head to the bottom of the second inning. Still 0-0 score. Coming up for Eastbank is Charlie Bartlett, Josh Kreppel, and G. Wyndham.
Who's playing right there to the left of us, Coach? What, Mid-City and...
I don't know who that is.
That could be the third. Is that?
No, 13's a jump.
Yeah, they're done.
Oh, you know what? That's the other elimination game. That's Sterlington and Mid-City.
Okay.
And that Mid-City kid just hit a shot down the left field line, got a triple. That's 2-0. Mid-City's up on Sterlington. Coach Leday told us earlier Mid-City burnt 2 pitchers already. So
I'll take it.
that's a good thing.
And Sterlington was the team that we beat on Friday.
No,
No, we
we beat Evangeline.
Evangeline. I'm sorry.
Sterlington lost to Lafayette.
Okay.
No. Sterlington had the bye, lost to AP yesterday.
Okay.
AP beat him pretty bad. We're all over the place.
Then Mid-City lost to Lafayette to open the tournament.
That's right. We're discombobulated from having little time running from 7 and 8s to here. All right, now up to bat for Eastbank, and at the bottom half of the second inning is Charlie Bartlett.
All right, let's see if we can get the leadoff man on.
That's in.
Stay in there and get hit.
we were talking to Scott earlier today, Coach Leday earlier today, and about how important it is in these type of games to get on top early.
Yeah.
From a psyche standpoint, especially coming off of a loss.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you just seem to play so much looser if you get on top early, right, Coach?
Well, look, this is going to be a tough game. Sulphur, like everybody said, scrappy. And so it's going to be a tough game. And it is imperative to get on top because in an elimination game, as you get deeper and deeper into this game, in a 6-inning game, it's going to go foul. In a 6-inning game, it can go relatively fast.
Yes.
And look, We are Eastbank, and Sulphur would like nothing more than knock off Eastbank, just like Sulphur in high school knocking off Barb. And I'm not comparing this to Barb, but I'm just saying we have been in a championship game 10 straight years.
Well,
So it's a big game for somebody else to beat us, right?
Coach, I beg to differ, but we are the only team from Louisiana that's ever won the Little League World Series. So there is a big X on our back.
Yeah. 3-1 count here. Okay, leadoff hitter on base. How about that?
That's
Needed
what
that.
we needed. That's what we talked about.
Needed that.
Now, again, I come back to this every game. Catching position is the most important position on the Little League field. You got to prevent pass balls.
No, hold 1 second. Now batting Jonas Capel for Eastbank. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So,
It's going to be a double play.
this could be a routine double play.
No, it came off the base.
Okay.
All right, so Capel hits into a fielder's choice. Shortstop is nice and smooth in that play.
I would have liked
Now batting Giovanni Wyndham for Eastbank.
I would have liked for us to work the count a little bit more in that situation.
Oh, boy.
And then he popped that up. But thank goodness.
But hey, it's a fine line though, right? And you're right. You got to pitch counts. But it's a fine line between working a count, but you're also trying to tell your kid to be aggressive at the plate. And if they throw in you what you would think is a dead red fastball, you want your hitter to go up there swinging the bat. So it's tough. But what the tough part is like they need to understand is what the count is. So 0-0, 2-0, 3-1. You looking for your pitch in one spot. Period.
Right.
Period.
I was more talking about from a standpoint of, let's see this pitch.
That's going to be a fly out to center field. So that's
More
FA
from a
for the second
standpoint,
out.
that was our first base runner. I wanted to see how the pitcher was going to react with a runner on first. Maybe take a pitch or two. But you're right. Dead to right's fastball. He swung at it. Just hit it right to the shortstop.
So they're doing a pinch runner for the catcher with 2 outs. I think it's the last out goes and runs. So that would be Giovanni Wyndham, who just flew out, I guess. So we got 2 outs here. Shortstop Dominic Palermo is up to bat now for Eastbank. Kid's filling up the zone, man.
Yes, he is.
Look, it's going to come down to we got to stop hitting lazy fly balls and start driving the ball in the gap someplace. You got to start making the defense have to make tough plays. You can't give them easy outs. And that's the thing about playing on turf. You can't be driving the ball into the ground on turf, giving them an easy ground ball, and you got to stay away from lazy fly balls. Make them have to make a tough play. You got to focus on hitting line drives. So we got a 1-1 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, still no score.
Palermo steps out of the box. Good cut.
That was a nice cut. But what did you just see that we've been seeing the last couple of days with them? Just pulling the head just a tick. And they got to keep their head down on the baseball the whole way. And you see that in college all the time. Like, man, does anybody not watch the baseball hit the bat?
There have been so many balls that we have just missed in this tournament.
Because we're not keeping our head on the baseball, watching it hit the bat. It's a round ball with a round bat. This is hard. Hitting is hard. He went.
Oh, he went. Yeah.
So, no hits. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. After 2 complete innings, score is Sulphur 0, Eastbank 0. And look, here we go, going into the third. We had hoped to have a 2-3 run lead right now.
Right. Now
we don't.
Are we coming back? Yep, we're coming back with our starter.
Well, here's the bottom line. Even if you got to burn them, you got to win.
Yep.
You got to win. So I just got a text from Tim Nugent, famous Rummel and LSU pitcher. His son Owen played for us back in 21. He said that Sam Houston beat Barb this year, and then beat Live Oak. So maybe Sam Houston won this year. I don't know where I got Live Oak from. You got 3 really top-notch schools over there with Sam Houston, Sulphur, and Barb.
Yeah, perennial baseball powers, and geez, there were a lot of years I don't think Barb lost.
No, your boy Cicchini has built a machine over there, and when Cicchini and the Barb guys were involved in South Lake Charles. South Lake Charles was the perennial power in Louisiana.
Yeah.
It's still amazing to me to see, the
follow.
They've taken a little bit of a dip. They didn't even make it to the state tournament this year in 11&12's. It's unreal how good those guys were when we first came in Little League.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Blue, let's see about the tour table, please.
Let's see where Colin Johnson is on pitch counts here. Well, that's pretty good. He's only at 22 pitches after 2 innings.
All right, so the next threshold is what, 35?
Yeah, but I think Scott would be more than comfortable letting him go 50, which means then he can come back on Wednesday if we make it to there.
Okay.
Which, that's fine.
Yeah.
Now, ideally, here's the ideally. You'd like to take him out at 35, and then you can have him in relief on Tuesday to throw 20. But it ain't worth the risk in a tight game here because you got to win this game.
I totally agree.
So, what's going on?
Oh, we got a lightning delay.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yep, looks like a lightning delay.
And, let's think a little bit ahead here. I know this isn't the major leagues or college baseball, but how long do you let a 12-year-old sit with a live arm before you bring him back?
Well, good news is he's only 11, so he can sit all day. No, that's a great question. I mean, look, this kid has a bright future.
Yes, he does.
And you don't want to screw anything up with that. No. So that's a great question. Right now, if this is in fact a lightning delay, why is this field still playing?
I may be incorrect. I just saw them both exit the field quickly, but you're right.
And isn't the beacon somewhere over here, which I do not see blinking?
I do not know what the delay is right now.
Yeah, because there's a game next to us playing.
That's right.
Oh, you know what I think they're doing? I think it has something to do with the mound. Okay. I think they're readjusting the mound.
Okay. I remember 2015, we were playing South Lake Charles in the winner's bracket game, had problems with the mound J.D. Wooten was throwing, and struggling to find the plate.
Yep.
And you called the timeout, right?
It had to do with the dirt.
Right.
And he was slipping on it because
He
it
was
was like
slipping on it.
hard as a rock.
As soon as they fixed the mound, he was on target and mowed him down.
It's so funny. That's 10 years ago,
Yeah.
which is hard to believe, right?
Yeah.
And I remember that very clearly. And I also remember the guy from Bossier coming out there.
And complaining about it.
No, he was like, well, because it was like maybe, I think it was the bottom of the first or whatever. So their pitcher already got us out or whatever happened.
Yeah.
And he came out and said, well, it's only fair that we're going to wait till after the inning. I said, oh, no. No, that's not how this works.
Oh, no.
No, that's not how this works. You're going to fix it now. Like, what, we're going to risk the safety of a kid because he's pitching, like, basically off of concrete and sliding all over the place? Like, no, I don't think
I don't think he was taking safety into consideration.
No, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
If they're just fixing a mound, what is the point of pulling everybody off the field?
Don't know.
Well, you know what? Maybe Coach Scott made that decision because of the heat.
Look, it is hot out there. Get him in the shade. Let him hydrate a little bit.
All right, fair. Maybe that's what it was then. in which, you know what, I would have did the same thing. I thought it was the umpires pulling them off, but
Right.
you know what?
Look,
Good
I was
call.
totally off on the lightning strike.
Well, I looked back and it looks kind of dark back over behind us, so I thought maybe, because look at me, the way the lightning meter here works that we're well aware of in years past.
Yeah.
It's like it was a lightning strike in New Orleans, they stop in a game for 30 minutes.
Yeah. So where are we at on a pitch count right now? What are
He's
we
at 22.
Number 7, Cutler.
So now batting for Sulphur, 7th-hole batter is Cutler Kahanen. There it is. I don't know if you heard Coach Scott, let me say Coach today.
fan of that at any level. I thought part of the game was the catcher calling the sign. Look, maybe you want to steal the sign.
Well, the catcher still has to call it.
That's right.
But
in college baseball, the pitcher has that in the back of his hat too.
no, he has it on his arm.
Okay, well he's still getting a pitch without reading
sign.
a sign.
I don't like it. I agree. Get better at doing your signs. So old Cutler showing bunt there. All right, we got a 1-1 count. We're in the top of the 3rd inning.
This is a 7-hole hitter for Sulphur.
Shows bunt again. Ball's a little low. We got it. It's a close pitch. We want to catch those.
Yeah.
That's low.
Bet outside.
All right,
3-1 count.
All right, got a 3-1 count. Nobody out. This is the first batter up here in the top of the 3rd inning for Sulphur. Oh boy, can't do that.
And it looks to me that his landing foot, he's just a little unsure out there right now of his landing spot.
Now batting for Sulphur is Trace Studis. Showing bunt too. I think they were playing at the same time as us the first day, Friday. So haven't gotten a chance to see Sulphur yet. Nice pitch. Straight steal. Oh, he got him. Oh! Umpire said no, he was safe. Ball was thrown to the left side of the bag. Palermo did a great job of catching it and making the tag all in the same one motion.
And look, plays like that where the shortstop is on the other side of the bag, they have a tendency to look up, drop the baseball, or have it go into center field, and then the runner advances to 3rd. But he did a good job at catching that baseball.
It was all one motion. I mean, that's next level stuff. Great job by Palermo because, like I said, the throw was off a little bit, just a tad, but it was to the left side of the bag. 0-2 count here. Is that 0-2? Is that right? I was about to say that's strike.
Yeah, and he rung him up late right there.
I think it's just his strike 3 call is a little delayed. Nice pitch. That was a backdoor curveball on the outside corner. What a pitch. I bet you these guys bunt a lot. I bet you they're going to put the ball in play on you a lot and force you to have to make a play, just like that kid straight stealing right there. So now batting is Gunnar Menard. And there's another attempted bunt. And look, you remember a lot of those good Barb teams, they lay down a ton of bunts,
Yep. They could also hit a lot of home runs.
Yeah, but I like this style of baseball because it's going to put pressure on the defense.
Yeah. Well, that's always been your philosophy, putting pressure on the defense.
Nice cut. I mean, so far from what I've seen from Sulphur, I mean, they're baseball-looking kids, but they're a little bit small in stature. So that may be their way to kind of...
Yeah, but they look extremely well coached.
Oh, yeah. See, you can't drop that.
All right, quick recovery by the catcher. That's what you cannot have behind the plate. You absolutely cannot let runners advance on pass balls.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like you've said it so many times. It's so critical. So critical. You got to work so hard behind the plate. So he's trying to do the backdoor curveball like he did on the other batter to get the strikeout, and he's just missed on those two. Kind of missed really far out on those two. So now we get a 2-2 count. One out here, top of the third inning. Check him. Oh, ball bounced up on, nice play.
All right, he did a
Get
good.
him! Oh,
He
don't
did a
hesitate there.
Third baseman did a really good job of not letting that ball eat him up. Threw a strike to first, got 2 outs, and we checked the runner at second base.
Yeah, the ball kind of bounced up funny on Charlie. He did a good job at third base getting that out. If Cristiano comes up and quickly backdoors him at second base, we have him. So we have 2 outs. Now batting for Sulphur looks like Chase Taylor is now up to bat. A lot of these kids look the same. They almost look identical. Right back to the pitcher. Nice and easy. 3 outs.
All right.
Okay. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. As we move to the bottom of the third, score remains Sulphur 0, Eastbank 0. And here we are in this elimination game. Loser goes home. Loser packs it up. Winner, they live to see another day, Coach.
Yeah, at this point, it gets really strenuous, a lot of nerves, not only for the players, but I can tell you the parents are feeling it right now, too.
Oh, yeah. So, Todd, you look back, and I got let's look at this stat. I got the Evangel game. Evangeline, they had a base hit in the first inning, and that was it. They had 1 hit. Last night, Lafayette had 2 hits. Right now, Sulphur has no hits. We've given up 3 hits in this tournament.
We just need some run production.
We'd like to just score a couple of runs, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the pitching to do this, but we need to do the little things right at bat.
Yeah.
Stay away from the lazy fly balls, the easy plays for them, right? And we need to start, like when Coach Leday's been given a bunt, we either haven't been getting it down or we're missing the signs, And we need to start doing the little things right to help give us a fighting chance to scratch some runs across if we're not going to be consistently hitting line drives and gaps. And we haven't been doing that.
Right. We all know hitting is contagious. So
That's right.
If we can get a couple of them strung together, you don't know what's going to happen.
Look, it gets scary in these type of games.
Yes.
It gets scary. And
Well, I mean, think about it. Think about it right now. Sulphur is down to 9 outs
already.
Eastbank's down to 12 outs. So is it getting tight? Yes, it is.
Chase Ford.
I just came over to say hello, make sure y'all didn't need anything, some boss water.
Here we are with the Louisiana State Director with us, Michael Mahler. Hello, Michael.
Hey, Scott.
How's things going with the tournament, Mike?
Oh, excellent. Everything's going great.
Hold on 1 second. Now batting in the bottom half of the third inning for Eastbank is Jace Ford. Jace came in yesterday, Todd.
It absolutely did phenomenal on the mound.
Did a great job.
Yeah.
And Scott had mentioned how good his curveball is, and Scott was right. Coach Leday was right. I gotta say Coach Leday. Coach Leday was right. That's a little out. Umpire said even he confused the white line in the batter's box with the outside part of the plate.
Umpire said, "Shut up, Scott, at the strike."
That's out.
They're used to telling Scott that.
No, that's not true, and you know that. That's one thing I kept my mouth shut. All right, we got a 3-1 count here. Bottom of the third, 0-0. So, Michael, tournament's going well?
Oh, going great. Going great.
That's a strike.
All right. Full count right here. Let's see. Very important pitch, wouldn't you say?
We need to score quick. Get those nerves relaxed a little bit. Oh.
And you know what? That pitch was exactly where the other one was.
Actually, it wasn't. It was better.
It was better. Okay.
No, honestly, that was a better pitch. And hey, maybe it was just a hair off, but we're fortunate to get that.
And look, we're not complaining necessarily about these umpires. They're volunteer umpires.
These guys have been doing a great job.
Yeah.
Look, anybody's going to miss a call here or there. And it's easy to sit here 50 feet behind home plate and critique these guys, you know? But yesterday's game, we lose. We have, you know, look, there's calls that went either way for both teams, right? And so we're not, like you said, I mean, I think these guys have been doing a great job. Oh,
That's a drive into the gap.
Rouse drives it deep into the
All
gap.
right, that's going to score one.
Well, maybe. No, Scott held him up.
all
That's
right.
a smart play. Oh,
Gotta go.
No, get back.
All
Get
right.
you back it up. Hey, like we talked about, great fundamental baseball by Sulphur.
Yep. Hit the cutoff, man.
Well, and then the pitchers back it up. Hey, those guys did a great job. That should have been a run, but that goes to show you how well they played that ball. So I missed that. So that was Josh Rouse just hit that bomb into right center field. It's a double. So now we have second and third, nobody out. Now batting Marley Pettit. I wouldn't be surprised here to see Marley drag it down the third baseline. Let's see what kind of pressure they're going to put on third base. Oh, hit him.
He's hit. All right, bases loaded, no outs.
Hey, exactly what the doctor ordered right now.
Just
Because-
curious, I have a hard time judging how far that ball went by Rouse. You know, because we're normally dealing with 220-foot fences.
That was
What
a
would you
bomb.
say? I think that's a home run.
I think in Williamsport or Waco, that's a home run.
Yes, I agree.
I think that was an absolute bomb. As soon as he hit it, you could see like there was no way those outfielders were getting to that
And
ball.
let me tell you something, the wind aided it too. Look, that wind's blowing straight out to the
Yeah.
center field fence.
Yeah, it was a bomb. I would say if center field's 250, I would say it probably landed about 235.
I would agree.
240 maybe, I don't know. I mean, it was pretty deep. It one hop to the top, and then it bounced and hit the top. Now it's turf, of course.
Yeah.
And then it hit the top of the fence. All right, here we go. Nobody out. Now batting is Blaze Markey. He is the 11th hole batter in the lineup for Eastbank. This is the bottom of the third. Nobody out.
What we do not want to do right here is ground into a double play. But that would score a run.
No,
If-
not necessarily.
Well, not
Good pitcher,
necessarily if
catcher.
he comes home. You're
Yeah.
correct.
Base
All right,
hit.
base
That's
hit.
one run in. They're going to hold Ross at third. Nice job.
All right.
right.
What did I say earlier? Hitting is contagious.
That's right. That's right.
All right, Mr. Marlin, I love this complex right here. Absolutely love it. But you think y'all could like move in the fences like and then move them back after? How much does that cost?
I don't know the cost, but I'll take note of it. I'll recommend it to Broussard Sports Fund.
Hey, what about a 225 temporary fence?
I don't like playing with temporary fences at the state tournament.
All right, pass ball right here. It's going to score
You know
another
what?
run.
Great job by Rouse. Rouse did not hesitate at all. That is a big play. And now guess what? You take away the force play at home plate.
Huge.
You know what? Great base runner. And again, that's huge because look, they're playing infield in. So now there is no more force play. They're going to have to make a tag at home
All right,
plate.
we up
if
to
this
the
is
top
gonna
of
be
the
a play.
order. Where are we at?
No, now we got Rand Surkoff is up to bat. Rand had a great bunt yesterday.
He kept that game alive.
He did. It's outside. Looks like
And he can run.
Ren's quick. Ren plays right field for us. So I guess the crowds are starting to get a little bit thinner. I guess some teams are starting to get eliminated now, huh, Mike?
Yeah, we've
Hey, that could be
All
a run.
right, that might.
That's going to be a run. That's deep.
Yeah, that's deep.
Tag to third, too. Great job base running.
All right, that's a great job by Ren.
Okay, that's a great RBI by Ren. Sack fly, F9. And that gives us a 3-0 lead now. And we have a runner at third. Runner at third with one out.
Scoreboard didn't work.
And it brings up our leadoff hitter, Spencer Curl. Hey, exactly what we needed at this moment.
Yes, yes.
Because again, as we were talking earlier, as the game keeps getting deeper and deeper, and against a team that's scrappy, you got problems.
Okay, so just, I hate to jump ahead here, but when we come back to take the field, what do you do with our starting pitcher? Where's he at?
Well, let's see where he's at. Because if he's already over 35, he's just going to throw
Just
the
take
50.
him to fifth.
Yeah, he's just going to throw the 50. There's no reason to take him out at that point. Okay, so he's at 36, so he's going to 50.
Okay.
Oh, that's deep.
Over
Way
his
deep
head,
left field.
that's going to score one.
Look how fast
He is a gazelle.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. He can run, Coach Scott.
Wow. I mean, he just hit a shot over the left fielder's head. The left fielder made a great play, getting it into the cutoff man.
He can absolutely fly.
Ground visit right now. Wow, he is so fast. So where we are now, we're in the bottom of the third. There's one out. Spencer Curl's on third. Eastbank's now up 4-0. And Sulphur's coach is going to make a change here. Coming up to bat for us is Colin Johnson, who's our pitcher. At this point, he's at 36 pitches. He's going to go to 50, which means he won't be eligible to come back again until Wednesday, if we can make it to Wednesday. And then he'll be eligible to pitch in the championship. So, Mike, how many teams played in this tournament?
In the baseball tournament, we got about, I think, 37, 38 teams in baseball.
So we have T-ball, we have 7 and 8s, we have 9s, we have 10s, we have 11s, we have 12s. We had intermediate last weekend with the softball.
Yes.
And
Total over 2 weeks, we have roughly about 90 teams here in town.
what do y'all think is the economic impact on the city of Lafayette?
I don't know the number, but I know it's a pretty large number. We're talking probably millions of dollars.
Yeah, it has to be millions of dollars because you have, I mean, there's huge crowds here. So you figure each kid has at least on average probably 4 or 5 people here to watch them.
Yeah, parents, grandparents.
I mean, well, probably more than that. It's honestly probably more like 6 or 7 would probably be a better number. And these are people that are taking up hotel rooms. They're filling up the restaurants, the convenience stores, the gas stations, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, I did get a report that the hotels, there was no double rooms available in Lafayette Parish the other day. So
Somebody also told me there's no Airbnbs.
no Airbnbs, nothing. Everything's booked.
All right, here we go. Colin Johnson now batting. There's 1 out. Spencer Curl's on third. Eastbank's up 4-0. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and you know, after coming off the loss yesterday, first 2 innings was scoreless.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, look, I remember in the 2019 World Series, you know, you take a loss to Hawaii, right?
That's
5-2. We come back, we play Oregon.
that was a tough game.
And in my opinion, we were much better than Oregon. We win 3-1, 3-2.
3-2.
Okay. Then after that, you start to roll. You
That's
10-run
right.
rule.
That's right. That's
2
right.
teams after that.
That's going to be a run.
That's
gonna be
another
more than
shot
that.
to the gap.
Wow, we are absolutely hammering the ball now. It's another triple, maybe. Oh, he's out.
Yeah, he's out.
We are. You just said it before this inning. Hitting is contagious.
Yeah.
In this inning, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Had a great sacrifice fly by Wren,
Yep.
which was deep. We are absolutely hammering the baseball.
And these are hard hit baseballs. Very hard hit baseballs.
You know, again, Sulphur, I mean, we score these, well, they have 5 runs. Oh, it is 5-0 now. So we have 5 runs this inning, but Sulphur's playing good. Like, we just hit the ball really well, but like defensively and fundamentally, they're a very good team.
Yeah, none of these runs that Sulphur gave up are self-induced. This is just good hitting by Eastbank.
We just got on fire, yeah. I mean, but you can see they're a very well coached team. I mean, you can look at their baseball. You can tell their baseball IQ is really high.
And you know what? AP's director told us that they're going to fight you to the final out.
To the last out. That's right.
They're on their toes. They're ready to go.
And we knew that coming into this game, how hard this was going to be. I mean, look at the catcher. I mean, these guys are good, man.
Yep.
I like watching little teams like this.
Scott, I just want to let you know, I just got the first protest of the state tournament, and it came from Coach 86 down there. He said that you and Todd need to come do a game downstairs in the heat like everybody else. So,
Look, Frank ought to be more concentrating on what the pitch count is and stop worrying about what we're doing.
All right, thank you for stopping by, Marler.
That was Michael Marler. He's the state director. He has been doing an absolute phenomenal job.
And
So
talk
that was
a little bit about, the time he gives up.
Hold on one sec. So that was Cristiano Wyndham that got the base hit right there to third base. Now batting is Charlie Bartlett for Eastbank.
Oh my
that's a bomb.
gosh. That's
That
a
is
shot.
way deep. That's short hops the fence.
Short hops the fence. That's going to score a run.
Yep, that's an RBI double. You know, and look at that play. I mean, that's a nice play there. Boy, we have all of a sudden had just lighten it up.
Okay, so I would say out of all these hits, maybe 3 of them go out of a 220 fence.
I think rings go out, so that's 4.
4. Okay.
And then in the first inning, Colin Johnson's hit, that one foul by a couple of feet, that would have been out. So now batting is Jonas Krupel. He's the catcher. Also, he's one of the 4 11-year-olds on this team. Future
Looks very bright next
very
year.
bright for next year. But guess what? We're worried about this year.
Yeah.
Ball a little low.
But it is nice to think about that for next year.
Look, I know I've said it quite a few times. I really am impressed by the little Sulphur team. They're a nice little league team. You know? Foul ball to the left. Fortunately, we started really swinging the bats here.
Yeah.
And you know what? Hitting is contagious, like you said. So hopefully what we're doing now, continue on the rest of the game with it, and let's continue on tomorrow, the next day, with it as well.
You know,
That's going to go
that's down
foul.
the right field line. Is that foul?
Oh, what an effort by the right fielder.
Okay.
Wow.
So it all, you know, everybody talks about it. How much of this game is mental?
Oh my gosh. Huge. It's extremely mental. So it looks like the right fielder might hurt himself a little bit. He dove out like Superman for the catch.
I don't know that our camera caught that angle
Let me
down
see.
that right field line, but he did lay out for that ball.
No, we didn't get it.
Okay.
We missed it. So yeah, I thought we had it, but no, our camera angle didn't get it. He literally laid out like Superman right by the foul line trying to catch the ball, and he might have knocked the wind out of himself.
Yeah. He might be coming out of the game, Coach.
Yeah, he's going to come sit down for a little bit, but he'll catch his breath and we'll get him back out there.
Fill me in on the rule on this. If you come out of the game due to an injury, can you go back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the continuous batting order, it's free substitution.
Okay.
Other than catcher-pitcher stuff. Yeah. So, I want to thank David Guidry for the very nice response for me and Todd. don't exceptionally like being called what David called us, but I cannot repeat that on the air.
And David knows what he's talking about. You know, he was Hawk of the Decade back in the 80s, Harahan Hawk.
You know what? We still need to reach out and we need to say is the poem that he wrote about the that's a base hit. Remember the poem he sent us?
Yeah, and I'm still trying to decide whether we should read that poem or not.
Probably not.
Now batting for Eastbank Little League, number 15, Giovanni Wyndham.
All right, so here we are. We got first and third. Giovanni Wyndham. Giovanni Wyndham is up to bat for Eastbank. So I think Scott's asking a question about Krupel, who's the catcher. It's 2 outs. I don't know if it's always running for him with 2 outs, catcher pitcher, or you can only do it once. I don't know how the rule is now. I think because they changed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So now up to bat, I think I said Giovanni Wyndham. He's the second baseman, also 11 years old.
Maybe if Dreads is listening, he can chime in on that.
Hey, Dreads is exceptionally well at rules.
Yes.
Takes off for second, good job. And hey, you know what? And I hope Sulphur understands this. If we get a chance to get a quick 10-run rule to get out of here to stay pitching,
yes,
that's exactly what you do. However, what I hope Scott does.
All right, drop it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow.
Incredible play by the shortstop.
What a play by the shortstop. That was a great play. That's next level play.
Yes.
You know, And Todd, you just said it a little while ago. None of what happened there was self-inflicted. They make and they do all the cutoffs, they do all of that stuff right. We just hit the hell out of the ball that inning.
Yes.
All right, so that inning, let's wrap it up. We had 6 runs on 7 hits. Wow.
And how many did we have?
Well, let's not count the first one.
Okay. What did we have yesterday?
4 hits. Okay. So we almost doubled.
No, we almost doubled.
How many hits in this one inning than we had all day yesterday?
Yeah.
And one of the hits, or maybe 2 of the hits, might have been us.
Yes.
So Coach Lede is going to keep Colin Johnson in now.
Is that Frank Rennerton playing some Ozzy?
Frank's all over the board, man. He's going to play double Dutch bus, and then he's going to mix in some Ozzy. And look, this is what clouds his head and screws up the pitch counts in games, you know? Look, Frank's just thinking about the next ice cream party after practice.
Right. Did you see him walk up to us today with that double cheeseburger at the 8-year-old game?
He had the big blob of ketchup rolling down his shirt.
And he doesn't care that we're talking about him right now.
No, he don't care. Because he's thinking about that ice cream party. Look, they won yesterday 13-0. He could have gotten his car and drove right home. Look, he's happy 2 things. Number 1, they won. Number 2, he didn't screw up the pitch counts.
Right. Well, he didn't really have to fool with too many pitches.
Yeah, you didn't have to worry about it yesterday. I'm going to have to figure out a way to share some pictures I have with Frank. One with a big glob of nachos that he's about to throw down his throat at Pedro's last year. And then another one with the largest box of popcorn you could possibly imagine buying at the movies.
So
and
we're
him,
talking...
Wait. And him at the butter machine, putting a gallon of butter on that thing.
So we talking like Engelberg from the Bears?
So now batting for Sulphur is the 11th hole hitter, Drake. Looks like Vincent, maybe? This nice lady next to me helped right then the lineup for me, but my pin was acting up, and I think it's Drake Vincent. I didn't have their lineup card because we're running late from the 7 and 8-year-old game, so I don't know what position any of these kids play. I mean, how do you think Frank digests all that butter?
I don't know. Well, look, I'm not going to throw. I'm not going to throw stones at glass here.
Here's a great story.
I absolutely used to stick the straws all the way down the butter box and fill it up from bottom to top.
But wait, we share great stories from my end with the team and coaching and all that. Let me share one with you, Todd. So one that I can actually share with the public.
Okay.
So this,
because there's some you can't.
There's some you can't, right? But this particular one I can. So Todd, always a huge fan of Eastbank. Huge fan of Eastbank. He comes to Waco. Right, let me check my phone here. Yeah, so Mahler wanted me to thank, and we mentioned this, I think it might have been a 7 8-year-old game, but maybe, I think it was 7 8. From Lafayette Little League, Peter Pham, Marissa Tolbert, and all the volunteers who have put in numerous hours of preparation and planning to host this Louisiana Little League tournament. I missed that. Did he strike him out?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so we had a strikeout. So we have 1 out, now batting Brantley Bergeron for Sulphur. It was 1 out. But we've talked about this numerous times, how unbelievable job that Lafayette Little League does to put on this event. We've talked about it a lot because we sincerely understand what goes into this.
It's not easy putting on one division. What do you have, 5 or 6 divisions here?
Six, yeah. And they had last weekend with softball and intermediate. Okay, so Todd drives his little motorhome thing over to Waco. I think it's 2017?
First year in Waco was 2015.
So was this year?
Huh?
It was one of the years. You'll tell the year in a second. So he's on his way back, and he decides to stop in Scott, Louisiana.
That's 2015. I already know where you're going.
Okay, so 2015. Decides to stop off the exit in Scott, Louisiana. Where'd you go? Billy's or?
Best Stop.
Okay, Best Stop. And so typically when you go in and get some crackling, you would order like maybe a quarter of a pound. That would be kind of what most people would get, I guess. Well, Todd ordered a pound. It's a ground ball to the second baseman, Giovanni Wyndham, right over to his brother. How about that? For the second out of the inning. Now coming up the bat for Sulphur is Levi Kyle. So Ty gets a whole pound of crackling. Ty lives in Madisonville, so he's easing on back, I-10 through Baton Rouge, I-12 through Hammond to Madisonville, chomping on his crackling.
About 2 hours worth.
Yeah, chomping on that crackling all the way back home. In the middle of the night, Ty wakes up, he's got some heart issues, goes to the hospital, gets a stent put in. That's a base hit.
I don't know if I can blame it all on the crackling. That was years of training to get to that point.
Classic. There's a lot of classic stories like that, Tom. Hey, that's Sulphur's first hit.
Okay. So we just gave up the no-no.
Yeah, it was a no-hitter. Perfect game. It's up to that point. So now we're back to the top of the order. Jace Murray is up the bat. We have 2 outs. We're in the top of the fourth. 6-0 Eastbank leading. Oh, way outside.
You know, he on that particular pitch, you could tell he was overthrown. If he just stay within himself,
Yeah.
especially with a 6-0 lead, right?
Yeah. And you know, like we said earlier, he has great presence on the mound, especially for an 11-year-old. Nice pitch.
Look, one of my favorite Eastbank players of all time was Revere, right?
Cade Revere, the Cade Revere.
And you know, nothing bothered that kid.
I really wanted to bust his butt in practice. Great job by Cristiano letting his brother get that ground ball. So no runs, no runs, 1 hit.
You were talking about Mount.
Can I finish? No runs, 1 hit. No runners left on base.
Okay.
As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, Eastbank still leads 6-0. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. That's okay. But you're just talking about like a presence on the field. You could have put Cade in Williamsport right off the bat if we would have made it that year. I think he would have been fine.
You know what I was gonna say? He's the kind of kid. Like I would practice our kids hard. Like we practice hard, right? He could give 2, you know what? And I would want to write. But then somebody told me like, no. When the lights are the brightest, he's at his best.
Yeah.
And my God, when the lights were the brightest, Cade was at his best. So he was probably one of the only kids I've ever coached, and it has nothing to do because we're such great friends with Steve and his father who graduated with us at Rummel. It has nothing to do with that. It was just Cade was a player, man.
Yes, he was.
A player. And you know what? That dude should have went somewhere and played in college. I think he got hurt, you know, at Rummel, and it just didn't quite work out for him. But he's one of those kids that could have went to college and been a player.
And you know, to me, he really took on the personality of his dad. Dad's very laid back, low key.
Yeah. All right, now batting leading off the bottom of the fourth for Eastbank with a 6-0 lead is our shortstop, Dominic Palermo. So we were talking about Kurt Corrett earlier. Kurt Corrett coached Dominic's father at Miley, and I coached against Dominic's father when he was playing for Miley when I was coaching at Little Farms. Goes to show you, Ty, we're getting a little old, buddy.
We are. You know, I remember when we first started this program, we had a ton of our best friends whose kids were playing 11 and 12-year-old baseball. Slowly that started to die out.
Well, not necessarily, because we're about to have Jay Dewey's son come through.
but Jay Dewey is an exception to the rule.
Poor Jay. Jay's kid has participated in our T-ball program the last 2 years, and he has a younger daughter as well.
But you know what? We got another shot at this. You know, how about grandkids of our good friends maybe coming through the program if we hang around that long?
It's coming. I had my great nephew played in the league the last few years. Lenny's grandson.
Yeah.
Little Lenny. He played in our 12-year-old division, and hey, by the way, he didn't make All-Stars. So, when people are like, oh, yeah, politics, I don't want to hear that crap. Right.
Well, there's numerous, very close friends of yours that just didn't make the team.
Tons. Frank Renan's son didn't make it.
Yeah.
Billy Lagasse' son didn't make it. Look at his play. Safe. But what a play by the right fielder.
He was ready for it. Bang, bang play at first base.
Wow. I am just, look, these guys are losing 6-0, and they're fighting just like Wayne Greenfield said they would.
And you know what? The right fielder could have just not been in that play because it was a right-handed batter. You expect him to pull the ball, but he drives it to right field.
Now,
right fielder almost makes a play.
Now batting for Eastbank is Jace Ford. Great base running right there by Palermo. Yeah, we do not play politics at Eastbank. Doesn't happen.
If you would have had a son, I don't know if they would have made it.
If he wasn't good enough, he wouldn't have. Oh, that's fair. No, Scott. Safe.
So for those of you who don't know, Coach Frazier,
Why isn't he on second base?
he one of the best coaches I've ever been around for youth sports. Just loves it to death, been doing it his whole life. He was blessed with 2 girls who had no interest in sports.
Great dancers, though. Now batting, Josh Rouse. He's the one who hit the bomb to right center field that got this party started in last inning. That was last inning. Holy cow. Ooh, he was looking to hit another nuke. Well, what I was going to say earlier, you were saying if I had a son and maybe he wouldn't have made it.
Yeah. That would have shut up everybody real quick.
Well, no, we don't hear that.
Yeah.
Honestly, we don't hear that because they know we don't play that. And if somebody does say that, well, you better go look in the mirror because you're absolutely wrong. We just don't do it. I mean, look, Shane Smith's on our board. His son didn't make 11-year-old All-Star team, right? Yeah. So I don't want to hear it. But we don't. We don't hear it. We don't hear it. But there's no arguments there. Oh,
That's another shot.
Wow. Man, Coach.
He's on
I
fire.
want to say they went to go hit. Where he said they went to go hit today?
Go hit today, you said?
Yeah, they went to go hit at some indoor facility. They went to Marucci today. That's where I go back to tomorrow.
And feed them the same thing, too.
Yeah, they're eating
Cane's? Subway?
Subway. All right, now batting is Marley Pettit, left fielder. I would like to see Marley get on the mound later today. Go, Marley, pull that bat back. So we get first and second. There's nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Eastbank now has a 7-0 lead. Okay, right now, you want to score 3 runs and get out of here. However, if we go another inning, I really would like to see Marley get on the mound.
Yeah, I think that's a strong possibility. They talked about that this morning.
Marley needs to get on the mound, and if he doesn't get on the mound today, they need to get him on the mound tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I don't know where Colin is, but at this point, honestly,
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. That's up. So 2-0 count. Let me see where Colin's at anyway. I doubt if he's over 50 at this point. Let's see where he's at. 2-0 count here. Still nobody out. That ball's way up. Colin is at, well, he is at 50, so he's definitely done.
Yes.
So I hope they bring in Marley at this point. Once again, well, I'll say it after this bat. So we got 3-0 count. Nobody out. First and second for Eastbank. We're winning 7-0, bottom of the 4th. Ball 4. Once again, all of this is brought to us, or available, due to the fact of Supreme Toyota in Hammond. Thanks to Kyle Godet, the GM over there. We've been joking about with Kyle and different things with wrestling, but sincerely, thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Supreme Toyota, for allowing us for this opportunity. I mentioned yesterday, I bought 2 cars from Kyle. My mother-in-law bought her car from Kyle. Both my daughters bought their cars from Kyle.
Eric Rice.
Eric Rice down in South Florida bought his brand new 4Runner TRD Pro, which is bad. Like, that's a serious looking vehicle. He got his car from Kyle. Flew into New Orleans. I don't know how he got to Hammond, but picked it up and then drove it all the way back to Stuart, Florida. And Alex May had bought his TRD truck, Tundra truck from Kyle as well. We've all had extremely pleasant experiences dealing with Supreme Toyota in Hammond. This is not something written down. This is just coming, but I'm just saying, it's just reality. And look, if you want a great experience, call Kyle. Kyle's the guy.
Absolutely.
They're awesome up there. And they're always there to support us, man. And it's not just us. Kyle coaches 7 and 8s at Little Farms.
Yeah.
You know, he's a part of the community. Good dude. Thank you, Kyle, man. And also, yesterday, we were having all kinds of issues with the lagging with our stream. So Todd takes it upon himself, and under his company name, the Todd's Pressure Washing, he went and bought the mobile Starlink, which has allowed us to stream better. We may have some lagging here or there. It's not going to be perfect, but it's close to perfect, especially way better than what we had it.
Yes.
So thank you, Todd, for doing
No
that.
problem at all. It's been a pleasure. You know how much Eastbank means to me, and happy to do it.
All right, so got a new pitcher.
Number 1, Blaze Marquis.
So now batting for Eastbank, Blaze Markey. There's nobody out. We have bases loaded. Once again, we're in the bottom of the 4th. Eastbank is up 7-0. We have an opportunity with 3 more runs to end this game. Ball's outside for ball 1. As much as I'd like to see us end this, I really want to see Marley get on the mound.
Well,
I think it's important that we need to get him up there in a game situation.
Well, they may start him tomorrow if they can't get him in today.
Yeah, maybe so. And look, people ask all the time, I'm like, hey, this is Coach Leday's team. I don't get involved in none of these decisions.
And look, I can attest to that. He is hands off. Kind of like Skip Bertman with Jay Johnson. You know, he doesn't bother Coach Johnson.
Yeah, this is his club. And I have complete 1,000% faith in Scott and how he handles these boys. You know, there's no shenanigans. Just like he knows, we don't play that stuff.
Yep.
There ain't none of this crap at second base when you get a double and all these donkey moves or whatever people do nowadays. Like, we don't do that stuff. Don't do it. Don't. It just doesn't happen. We tell the kids that that's not a part of what we are. We don't do that in this program.
Yep. All right, 3-1 count here. You know, pitcher's been a little erratic to start. You know, I might take right here just to keep the wheels rolling on the base pass.
Hey, 3-1, you're looking dead red. That's it, one spot. And that wasn't it. It was up.
All right.
So
Keep
Marky
the merry-go-round
walks,
working.
another run across.
8-0.
Now batting is our 12th hole batter, Ren Surkoff. And Ren is not a 12 batter.
No, he's been having an incredible tournament.
All right, so people don't understand with how some of these things work in this lineup. And Ren could easily be batting second from what I've seen,
Yeah.
right? So he's a great spot. This is a great spot for Ren. He drives it deep to left center field.
Oh, good catch.
Did he catch that or did he drop it?
I think he caught it. Good play. So Ren with another deep fly ball, another sac fly, and another RBI.
Yes.
So that's Ren's second RBI of the day.
Believe he had one to the right fielder last time he was up.
Right fielder, yeah, deep right.
Yeah.
So another sac fly for Ren. So now batting is Spencer Curl. We have one out, and so we're 1 run away now from ending this game.
Okay.
And look, this score is not indicative of Sulphur.
No.
This is a good team. We are really hitting
All
the
right,
ball well.
that's
and
another
gonna be
shot
a
out
ball
to the
game.
left fielder.
That's another bomb. Jesus.
Yeah, it's another bomb. This game's over.
It's over. Wow. That's absolutely incredible.
That's it.
Todd, I don't know. Hold on.
that's
I don't know if I've ever seen an Eastbank team hit a ball like this.
I haven't.
That's unbelievable. I mean, what we just saw the last 2 innings was absolutely incredible. And again, this is nothing against Sulphur. They're a good team.
Yep.
I mean,
And
Todd, that might have been the 4th or 5th home run we hit out of a 225-foot fence.
Yeah. And it all started with Rouse, right?
It all started with Rouse's bomb to right center
That's
field.
right.
I mean, wow. Look, 20 minutes ago, I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
I'm not gonna lie. Look, I thought I might be packing tonight at the hotel.
No time. We got other games to do, buddy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Wow. Okay, well, look, last inning, we score 4, I guess, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So we had 11 hits in the last 2 innings, Todd.
That's what we need to get the confidence going.
That is unbelievable. What just happened in these last 2 innings is unbelievable. Like, we were struggling yesterday at the plate. Now, rightfully so, because Lafayette has really, really good pitching.
Yes, they do.
Okay, but we knew we can hit better than what we hit yesterday.
Yeah. And all 3 of Lafayette's pitchers were all very good.
Yeah, and then in the first 2 innings of this game, it was like, uh-oh. And then, like you said, we draw a base on balls. Rouse hits a nuke to right center field.
Yep.
And the train is on the tracks, buddy.
Right. All right, so let's talk about how our pitching's set up now for the rest of the tournament. This was huge today,
Huge,
right?
huge.
Okay, so talk a little bit about that, Scott.
So Colin Johnson, well, you know what? No, he was over 35. Today's Sunday, so it's 2 days rest. So yeah, Colin can't come back till Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so Colin can't come back till Wednesday. Unfortunately, we didn't start this earlier. We could have saved Colin for Tuesday. I think Cristiano may be burnt. Is he burnt till? I think
He can
Cristiano
come back Tuesday. He can come back Tuesday.
Okay, so what's going to happen now? We're going to win tomorrow.
You're confident?
We're going to win tomorrow.
Okay.
This was the tough game. Out of these 2 games, this is the tough game.
And it looks like we're probably going to play Mid-City tomorrow. They're winning 8-1.
Yeah, we're going to win tomorrow, and the idea tomorrow is a 20. Well, again, you get into this 3-day pitching thing, but well, it's hard to say. We're right now. You have Colin Johnson's not ready till Wednesday. Right now, we'll have everybody else ready for Tuesday. Tomorrow, you want to do ideally a 20-20-20 deal, right? And I think, I don't know. I didn't talk to Coach today about this, but, and this is just you and I talking, I would think because of how Cristiano threw against AP in a district championship game and shut him out in a complete game, I think you would try to throw him against AP no matter what. So say for instance, if Lafayette wins tomorrow, you're throwing Cristiano against AP on Tuesday.
Makes sense to me.
If
But let's face
AP
it.
wins tomorrow, I think you're doing everything to hold off Cristiano. So then you have the 2 lefties, because AP has a lot of lefties. So then you have both lefties who were very successful against AP in district and both won against AP in district. You'd have them both for Wednesday's game.
Okay, that makes sense. But let's face it, Cristiano's on, nobody's hitting. Just yesterday, he struggled coming out of the gate. Tough spot, maybe a little nervous.
By the way, that was an hour and 15-minute game.
Okay. That was quicker than the 7 and 8s.
We've seen some great games last couple hours, Todd.
We have.
Yeah, so right now, this was huge. This was absolutely huge. To get out of here this quick, let the boys get out the heat, go rest, right?
Yep.
So yeah, this was huge.
And
Good.
And then again, assuming we win tomorrow, more self-confidence is built with the team, right? Right?
Getting that momentum going.
Yeah.
And look, we lose a tough 3-2 game to Lafayette.
Yeah.
We're right there with them. We've already beaten AP twice.
We have.
So we know we can beat them. So look, we're okay. We're good. Just you can't have any hiccups.
Right. Not where we'd like to be, but it's not insurmountable.
We're in good shape. And look, these are tough kids, and that's going to go a long way.
Yeah.
Right? They're resilient, and they just showed that. Look, we get into a situation going into the 3rd inning, bottom of the 3rd, and it's like, these games can go quick like this. And
That's what we're talking about. Well, you start to count outs at that point.
well, this is a situation, if we come back and win this thing, you go, wow, you came back and win 5 games. Where did it get started? Colin Johnson doing his job, number 1.
Yeah.
Right, number 1. Number 2,
And then Rouse coming up and hitting that bomb.
Rouse hitting that bomb. So Colin Johnson did exactly what he needed to do to help us out. and then Rouse started the party with the bomb and right center field.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up now. Hey, I feel great about where we're at this point.
I do too, and you know what? I'm in a much better mood than I was yesterday right now.
And you were world champion in pickleball this morning.
Yeah, for the crowd out there, I absolutely spanked Frazier at pickleball. It's my first time ever playing, and you know, everybody knows I'm lying.
And we would like to thank the Lafayette Pickleball Club for leaving their club open for us to go play.
Yeah, we played completely for $0.
Nobody was ever there. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Air conditioned.
Yeah. So maybe Michael Mahler set that up for us. I have no idea how that works out, but that worked out great. And thank you for the use of the paddles as well. Might do it tomorrow morning. It worked out good. Keep the same routine.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. This has been a lot of fun once again. Head back to the hotel, go grab a bite to eat.
Yep.
Start updating everything on social media with our wins. See what happened with our 9-year-old team.
Yep.
And we'll take it from there. So thanks for tuning in.
All right.
Once again, thank you to Supreme Toyota in Hammond for allowing us to do this broadcast. And thank you to Todd for getting that Starlink for us as well. And we'll do this again. We'll be back streaming tomorrow at 3:45.
All right, we'll play at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, right?
All right. Adios.